Batty, what the fuck is this? Why did you find this fun as a kid?
Why did I find... There is one segment in this game that I found fun as a kid, and it made me like the entire game. Also, by the rate we're going, I think we're going to be able to see my favorite part of this game. Do you know there was... Do you guys remember the Crash Nebula special?
Yep.
No.
They made a special on Nickelodeon. It was like of the origins of Crash Nebula, and I think
it was dumb.
Yeah, it was really dumb. I think they were trying to get it into like a TV show.
I remember it because also they had a little wink to Danny Phantom.
Yeah, it like the art style looked a lot like Danny Phantom.
No, there's an ad for Danny Phantom in it.
Is there?
Yes.
Like,
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm dumb.
You want to hit the switch then again?
No, you did it. Just go walk over, drag the cow to its death on the bottom, then rise it up on the platform, and then walk it across the bridge. No, don't hit the button. Don't hit the button. Don't hit the button.
Wait, but
Go get the cow and bring it to the bottom first.
It can't go to the bottom.
Yeah, that's...
Batty.
This is the thing that brings it to the bottom.
Yeah. You bring it over to there so you can put it in, and then you let it go down.
How? It'll do what it's told.
Cow.
What's across the cards?
The other area.
Okay, cowboy. There's like a very unfortunate... So there's a cartoon that my little nephew watches. And there's a very unfortunate superhero in it. It's like, it's all themed around kid-themed superheroes. And one of them... And I really hope that the writers... This wasn't an in-joke with the writers, because if so, it'd be very creepy. But there's a character in that called Catboy.
Doesn't Fairly Oddparents have Catman? It's actually Adam West.
Great.
Yeah. Catman's great.
Catman is amazing.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I wish my client Catman was free. Timmy, I don't know how you do it.
Matter respect to Adam West guest starring in literally everything I watched as a kid.
The man was a saint.
The best part is that he was basically just guest starring as himself and nothing else.
Yeah, it was always just Adam West.
Adam West.
TV, it's literally everything he's in. It's like, TV's Adam West.
No one messes with Mayor Adam Wee.
I love Mayor Adam Wee. Oh god, Adam West is fucking great.
Did you ever see when he appeared on Space Ghost?
Wait, what?
He was on Space Ghost Coast to Coast. He was pitching his book about like how he wasn't the old Batman. He doesn't even have the actual book on him. It's just a dust jacket. And he's opening it. He's actually trying to read it to Space Ghost.
Jorgen. True.
Oh.
They don't do anything, but you have a weird compulsion to get them all now.
Collectibles, great.
Hey.
You need them. You want them. You have to have them.
No.
It's the Invader Zim thing all over again, where they advertise ice cream. You want ice cream. You want ice cream. You love it. You need it. You cannot resist ice cream.
Yeah.
You have the Nicktoons game with the slime, the orange slime invaders.
Yes, I remember that one.
That's because that one's got Zim and Dib in it.
They never made a good Invader Zim game. I don't think they made an Invader Zim game.
Do you guys?
They did have their own. Did they have their own game?
Not their own game, but they did show up in a lot of.
Oh yeah, no, they
Nicktoons
showed
games.
up in other games, but didn't have their own game.
Do you know what was the biggest waste of like the second biggest waste I spent on a DS game was, other than Spore, fucking Nicktoons Attack of the Titans or Attack of the Toybots.
Ooh, I remember that game. Oh, Batty.
Attack of Toybots is stinky.
I
Yeah,
played
you have at
Attack
least
of
100
Toybots.
points.
I had it.
Yeah.
I feel for you, man.
I had $20 to my name, and I was like, I'm going. My grandpa like took me to the store, right? And he's like, you can pick out a video game because you have $20. And I took you to the store because you have $20 and you want to get a video game. Only video game that was $20. Attack of Toy Bots. I'm like, I like Nicktoons. I'll get that, and it was a complete waste of money.
They don't do anything, but they're fun to
Fuck that
And
game.
you guys that
gosh,
DS of all
there's no
things.
On the DS, it wasn't even the good version. It was the shitty DS version. And when I say good version, I mean the quote unquote good version.
DS2 version.
Yeah. Is this the way? I think this is the way we haven't gone yet.
The fairy color factory is this way.
Yes, the fairy color factory.
Why do the elves hate us?
I don't like what that implies.
How'd the elves get into fairy world? How'd they do this?
They're half
They work for the jester.
Actually, in Fanarchy lore, elves are fairies, so, you know.
Yeah, but Fae Anarchy isn't even real. I hear the creator just DMs.
Fuck you.
Such a chode.
Got a feeling I'm gonna need a wish.
So, my
Yeah,
favorite...
that's why I never liked Fairly Oddparents games, because
Yeah.
I feel like they would have been better as like a Scribblenauts style game where
Oh, yeah.
you can just make a request.
Oh,
to
that would have
Cosmo
been
and walk.
fun.
But, like,
Yeah.
nothing as creative as Scribblenauts exists at this point in time, Cable.
Yeah, I know. It's just this
Scribblenauts
would be
is
like the
a-
perfect
Scribblenauts
template
had
to
to be
do
around.
something like
It,
that.
it would. I don't mind them going the puzzle platformer route because at least it's, like, it's a little different.
Making a break for it.
But, like, that would have been, like, the ideal, like... If we were, like... Ideally... Like no limitations, Fairly Oddparents game, that would be true.
But why the hell did they make a crossover that was like Scribblenauts and DC?
Yo, that star just jumped at me. You guys see that?
It tried to take your life.
It's gone now.
That's racist, Cosmo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a different time.
Oh, he killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Cosmo was microaggressioning him.
Yeah.
So
That's why that text bubble came up. Totally boffed it.
you got 3 hits before you die, but it
That's
seems
the
like there's
problem with
no
elves, they're so
consequence.
elvish. Batty, what is this racist game you're having us play?
I mean, like, the fairies are kind of super racist. Like, in Fairly
They
Oddparents.
really are.
Oh wait, is that the kind of color factory this is? Like, hey, do you have every color here? No, there are some colors that aren't allowed.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of a pride joke, but, like, that is way more fucked up than...
We don't have Elvish green.
Oh my god.
Oh, you murdered him.
I'm a dark blue.
You murdered that elf. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm taking lives. I don't give a shit.
There's
Um,
blood on your hand, Timmy. I hope you understand that.
He doesn't care.
Keep your
He's a
eyes...
sociopath.
There's the bitch. Okay, I see what I need to do. We need to get the diamonds, the new diamonds.
Why are these maps so big?
Because THQ.
That's a good, yeah. That's actually
Like, these are needlessly big for how slow Timmy moves.
Oh yeah, that's the most annoying thing in this game, honestly, is the
Oh,
walking speed.
Do you want to know the real reason, Chibi? Extended gameplay.
Of you just walking and doing
Yeah,
nothing?
but it makes the game last longer.
So
So
yeah,
it makes you feel like you're actually playing a longer game than it actually is.
which
You're not.
well, it's the same thing that they used to do with like old like Nintendo games. Like they would make them harder so they would last longer because they had less space. This game just extends its runtime by like making you slower.
It literally extends your runtime.
Yeah.
Guys, I have an idea.
What decreases your stamina bar?
We need a tool that can
Yes.
fix anything. Then why don't you wish for a Reparatron? What?
Tim Allen.
What?
Very soon. These my efforts. Do we
I hope so. I hope it's just a machine who goes.
I wish for a Reparatron.
Repairotron.
Use the Reparatron to fix broken things. We'll yell when
What
we
the fuck is this?
I might just yell anyway.
Timmy's now in a coma.
The hell?
It's the Repairotron.
It's channeling his brain goo. Is this the thing that made you love this game, Batty?
No, it's
Oh
coming
no,
out.
is this Evil Within now?
Hello
Brain
and welcome
blast!
to episode 1 of our Bioshock playthrough.
Fucking A.
Isn't that the same
No.
helmet you get in that game inside?
Basically.
This is inside.
This is almost.
Yep.
Cable, this is almost the same helmet you get in Evil Within.
A leprechaun loaf.
Leprechaun.
I'll be happy if that helmet also works as a juicer and just start putting oranges on top of Timmy's head.
But yeah, we gotta repair the color factory.
Oh, I get it now. This repairs things. You're fixing the problem with Fairy World, so you're getting rid of the racism.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Cosmo and Wanda are, you know, they're kind of set in their ways. They're
Cosmo and Ron.
Cosmo and Ron. They're set in the ways. They're you know, they're boomers, so they kind of have a predisposition.
They were around since the Big Bang.
Yeah. But Timmy, he's a young lad, so he's like, I'm gonna solve racism. Timmy Turner solves racism. The game.
All right, that's the name of this first episode. Timmy Turner solves racism.
That's a good catch-all title.
If you've ever experienced racism in your life, or you know, suffered because of it, don't worry. Timmy Turner fixed it for you.
Yeah, he basically defines it.
Butch Hartman told me himself.
I can't
Butch Hartman
believe.
doesn't understand racism.
I can't believe we live in a timeline where Timmy Turner doesn't exist.
Butch Hartman is. All right, I'm gonna just say this now because you brought up Rip Studwell earlier, Batty, and just to
Yeah.
address it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put yourself into your own property, don't make yourself the douchey chode pretty boy, because that's just very try-hardy.
And I get all the girls because my penis is the fairiest.
Everybody loves me, and I'm super hot and sexy and rich.
All I do is play golf, and I'm a doctor, and I fuck my secretaries.
Do you remember what Matt Groening did in the Simpsons game?
Doesn't Matt Groening get killed in like every Simpsons game he's in?
So yeah, he's a boss fight in the Simpsons game.
I love
You
how,
have to beat the crap out of Matt Groening.
There's a good way and a bad way to do self-inserts. The good way is that they're just characters who are there, and that's it. Or even better, I actually do appreciate the creator having their OC in there, and it's just like belittling.
It is kind of funny that like when you're fighting against Matt Groening, you have to reach him. He's constantly drawing out Benders and Zoidbergs and throwing them at you.
Oh, that's funny.
And you have to keep fighting all these different versions of them.
where do we go?
There's a way to do it. Like Jonan Vasquez, everything that he does, like he's always a gross, like barely
Yes.
like malnourished human who's like in every comic he does.
He makes a cameo. Him and the other writer for Invader Zim make a cameo in the first episode, and like Zim's like looking through different disguises of
He's
different
like,
humans.
too fat, too ugly.
It's fucking perfect.
Other, like, and I'll even say this, like, there are some creators who, like, 100% I think know that they shouldn't do self-inserts, so they don't try to do it, because I've told you this many times before, Batty, we had a whole evolution tree going on. Fucking Butch Hartman is just if you raise a Seth MacFarlane wrong.
Yeah.
Basically.
We basically developed this entire crackpot theory that Butch Hartman has been secretly jealous of Seth MacFarlane all these years and has strived to be both him but also better than him, but has failed miserably.
At both.
If anybody's like, wow, you're being a giant asshole to Butch Hartman, it's very fucking deserved because Butch Hartman's kind of a giant fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Look him up.
way to charge people hundreds of dollars for a commission, you fucking traced.
That
And that's like, look, that's bad. But also, he tried to like take a bunch of money for.
Oh yeah, the media
Oh, yeah,
site
the streaming
that he never
service?
finished. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm gonna create an alternative to YouTube and be the hero of the internet, even though, like, what he is.
It's gonna be Christian safe, Christian friendly.
Some of the stepping stones
That's what irritates me the most about him. You can't just try to retcon all your stuff saying like, oh, hey, yeah, no, Danny Phantom's about demons, not ghosts, because Christians don't believe in ghosts.
Or they... Oh, I thought it was, they're not really dead people or something like that.
Yeah, they're
No,
not.
it's demons and just, like, not real stuff, because
Oh, the
fairies and
fucking
ghosts aren't.
ghost zone!
No, it's called the Boo Zone now.
No.
They go back and just they redub different moments. Like, we have to take him back to the demon zone.
No, Dan, I'm not joking with you. If you buy any new Danny Phantom DVDs, if they're still in print, because they are still getting reprinted through some Nick bullshit, it is called the Boo Zone.
No.
That's not what it was called.
It is called the Boo Zone.
Oh, that's kind of cringe.
So you're trying to tell me that did they also dub out the fact that the box ghost mentions that he died by boxes landing on him?
No, because I'm lying.
Fuck you.
Here's the thing, Cable. I didn't want to believe you.
Okay,
And I'm glad you got me, though.
so
Alright, voting to kick Cable out of this game.
wait, we're gonna
Yeah.
go Cable.
Wait, Batty, if you're gonna go down the Rainbow Bridge, at least put on the fursuit.
Cable. I need
Do it for Jack.
I need to stop our Butch Hartman conversation for a second because I need to illustrate this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this? Do you see this slide?
Mm-hmm.
This was, as a kid, this was my favorite thing.
Is the rainbow slide?
Yes, I loved going on the rainbow slide. I loved it so much so, for many years, I wouldn't actually play this game any further, and because I wouldn't do the boss fight, and I would just keep walking all the way up and doing the rainbow slide.
Batty, it infuriates me that this is the part you were saying was coming
Batty,
up.
this is possible. We've heard so many of your sad stories. This might be the saddest one, and it's a cherished memory of yours.
In my very dark, grim childhood, the only sense of joy I was able to find was this.
Sliding down a rainbow bridge in Fairy World.
Yes!
So
That
sad!
sounds like Batty.
I mean, look!
The way you just described that sounds like how every Republican would describe the gay agenda. You're gonna sliding down the Rainbow Bridge in Fairy World.
There he goes. Whee!
Do that a third time. Go to the boss fight.
Third time.
Well,
Batty,
we'll
go.
do the boss in a second. I want to continue talking about Butch Hartman. But we're talking about, because like, Seth MacFarlane, you know, like him or hate him, very successful man, very good-looking man, very
Really
good
good singer.
singing voice, fantastic singing voice, very successful. Do you know Butch Hartman and Seth MacFarlane? Do you know where they got one of their big starting things in animation?
Johnny
Jonathan
Bravo.
Bravo, right?
They're both writers for Johnny Bravo.
And I think by that subjectively, you need to mean Seth MacFarlane was a writer for Johnny Bravo, and Butch Hartman sat there going, ooh,
Yeah. Like, the thing you also need to understand about Fairly Oddparents is, like many cartoons, and a lot of people don't, like, take this into consideration, but especially back then, like, animation projects are, like, a group effort, and, like, there was probably, like, a lot that I liked from Fairly Oddparents that was made by Butch Hartman. I'm not denying that at all, but a lot of the stuff that also, like, we grew up with and we probably liked about Fairly Oddparents was also probably done by far more talented individuals. And I hate saying that because it makes me sound like a dick, but, like, Butch Hartman seems like the kind of motherfucker that got to where he is 100% based off charisma, because it 100% wasn't his fucking, like, drawing abilities, considering how he traces commissions and then, like, draws these dinky shit. Yeah.
I'm going to be the one individual who goes but, because if you have looked at his art before Fairly Oddparents,
Yes.
he was actually talented. He does know about the fundamentals of art. It's just that it seems like after a period of time, it degraded because he wasn't doing any practicing, and it eventually just kind of stopped being useful, or he stopped having the artistic capability of doing anything.
I always just thought it was because I can just do whatever I want.
Because he was a really decent artist, all things considered.
But he
It's
just
just,
he didn't practice. And
He didn't
He was
practice
shitting
and
on
he
him
let
for
it
his
all.
art. I just don't like him. I think he's not funny, and I think that he's kind of shitty for the way he traces and interacts with people. Because he's kind of a fucking twat. And at the very least, it's Seth MacFarlane can be not funny, but arguably his writing staff for Family Guy is not funny. He himself, I still think, is pretty funny. He's
And at
pretty
least
good in a lot of stuff he does.
Yeah, from what I've heard, he's also like fairly nice dude, all things considered.
I've heard.
A sticker. Collect the set.
I mean, yeah,
Shut up, Cosmo.